carjack a van with 2 little kids inside. The hunt for the suspects coming up next.
Live from the CBS Bay Area studios, this is KPIX 5 News.
I'm thankful, elated, and relieved.
Right now on KPIX 5 and streaming on CBSN Bay Area, the best possible ending to a parent's nightmare. Tonight, the hunt for the carjacker who took off with 2 little kids.
Plus, our new series, Road to Recovery, 4 months after KPIX 5 exposed rampant fraud at ATMs and unemployment accounts at Bank of America. We check in with our viewers.
If you could describe to me how you feel about Bank of America.
Irresponsible. Embarrassment, atrocity.
San Francisco teachers strike a deal with the district, but does it actually put us any closer to getting kids back in class?
And a dry start to the work week, but I am tracking better rain chances in the forecast late this week and into next weekend coming up.
And you saw it right here, live on KPIX 5 tonight. The Bay Area's Tom Brady is just about out of fingers for his Super Bowl rings. Live team coverage. Thanks for joining us for the special edition of KPIX 5 News. I'm Ken Bastida.
And I'm Elizabeth Cook. Tonight, a Bay Area dad is trying to move forward after the unthinkable.
If I'm ever out deliver again, first of all, my kids won't be with me.
Yeah, his van and his 2 little kids were found safe overnight, about 7 miles from where they were taken.
KPIX 5's Betty Yu on the emotional reunion. Betty?
Liz, the father tells me he is extremely grateful and so blown away by the community support for him and his family. This is where his nightmare began about 24 hours ago, outside of this Pacific Heights building on Jackson Street.
I'm thankful, elated, and relieved.
After spending 4 hours agonizing over the whereabouts of his children, Jeffrey Fang's 2- and 4-year-old are back home in his arms. Fang says his kids were thankfully asleep during the carjacking. They were found unharmed in the minivan in the Bayview around 1 a.m., stolen while Fang was making a DoorDash delivery in Pacific Heights Saturday night. The car was unlocked and still running.
Hindsight, going forward, if I'm ever out deliver again, first of all, my kids won't be with me, so it'll be a non-issue.
Fang is an immigrant, a longtime San Francisco resident, and the sole provider for his family. He brought his wife and children here from China last year. He says, unfortunately, having his kids in the car while working has become routine.
Not having the support for daycares or the babysitter at hours that I need for work, meaning that I have to make do with whatever I could.
A GoFundMe set up just today by his friend has already raised more than $90,000.
I'm very grateful. It's a big support from the community that I know that they want me safe, they want the kids safe, and I will make sure I do that right. I will make sure the funds are spent wisely, judiciously.
Coming up at 11, you'll hear from Chief Bill Scott on the collaborative efforts to find the children. The suspects are still outstanding. Live in San Francisco, Betty Yu, KPIX 5.
Nice to hear that father so relieved tonight.
New tonight, we finally have an answer about what it's going to take to get more than 50,000 kids back into the classroom at San Francisco public schools. KPIX 5's Andria Borba on the deal the teachers union just struck with the district. Andria?
Well, Ken, it is a tentative plan, and it comes just days after the city attorney sued the school district over not having a plan to get kids back inside classrooms. After nearly a year of public school buildings sitting empty, the school board and teachers union announced a plan to reopen.
The new part is vaccinations for all school district employees who will be in school buildings working as students come back to school.
In the deal struck, teachers and staff will return to campus when San Francisco reaches the red tier, and teachers are vaccinated.
Part of the agreement is that the vaccination would be completely done before returning to school to make sure that people are in fact immune.
When the city reaches the orange tier, teachers and staff would go back without getting vaccinated.
You know, I personally feel failed by San Francisco and the school board.
Beth Kelly has a first grader at Clarendon Elementary.
I don't believe, nor do any of my friends believe, that any kids are going to be back this spring. And most of us don't believe that they have a plan for the fall either.
Now, of course, this all hinges on what tier the city and county of San Francisco is in. Right now, they are in the purple tier here in this city. And it also hinges on vaccine availability once the red tier arrives. As we all very well know by now, there is a shortage of vaccines, not enough to go around. So if vaccination of teachers and staff is what it takes to get students back, it could be some time before those doses become available. Live in San Francisco tonight, Andria Borba, KPIX 5.
Andrea, thank you for the update. You can join our morning team for the latest on this developing story. It starts at 4:30 a.m.
Looking live at Raymond James Stadium, Super Bowl 55 is in the books after a historic night in Tampa. The highly anticipated matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was a blowout, with the Bucs winning before a home crowd, and you just saw it right here on KPIX 5. We have team coverage. Dennis will have a full recap in just a few minutes, but first, KPIX 5's Juliette Goodrich is live in downtown Pleasanton, where fans watch the game like they never have before. Jules?
Oh, what a night. Normally, there would be Super Bowl parties inside this sports bar, but not this year. There was a twist, as we know. But I have to say the real winners tonight were the restaurants that were able to have outdoor dining and safe Super Bowl parties. With all eyes focused on the game, football fans had something to cheer about. No, not the game necessarily. Outdoor dining.
It's great to have everything open again.
Sunshine Saloon Sports Bar and Grill owner says he likes the outdoor vibe.
A whole new thing. So we would every other Super Bowl, and this is our 40th one, have all been inside. This is the first one that's been outside, and we love it outside.
Do you normally do this every Super Bowl? Is this kind of your thing? This is our first time here. And what's a Super Bowl without Super Bowl food? So let's hear it for all the cooks in the kitchen. Let's go back here and chat with Juan. How you doing? Busy?
Good, how are you?
What's the big menu item tonight, the favorite?
The favorite is the ribeye tacos. We have Super Bowl Jello shots right now. Oh, Niners.
Raiders! It was a divided crowd, but a fun crowd as well.
I'm a Tom Brady fan.
You're ready for the I'm ready for the Chiefs!
It's not my girlfriend. That's not my girlfriend. She might have kissed me, but it's not my girlfriend.
Okay, so if your team didn't win or didn't play for that matter, don't worry, there's always next year. I can tell you one thing's for sure. Places like this, they're going to start a new tradition. Outdoor Super Bowl parties. Guaranteed. Back to you.
And they're still having fun. The game's been over. And they're still yelling.
They are still here. Yeah, great weather.
All right, Juliette, thanks.
Well, he's done it again. Tonight, Tampa's Tom Brady is making his case as he is the GOAT. The greatest of all time, greatest quarterback ever. KPIX 5 sports director Dennis O'Donnell joins me now with the history made tonight at Super Bowl 55.
It's not that Tampa won, it's how they won.
Yeah.
So dominating. So-called matchup for the ages went to the old guy. Tom Brady won his record 7th Super Bowl and dominated. Nobody saw it coming. Brady, his 10th Super Bowl, the legend versus the legend in the making. Patrick Mahomes looking for back-to-back titles. 7-3 Tampa, second quarter. Brady, his good buddy Rob Gronkowski, second score of the game, 14-3 Bucks. A spike is on. 10 seconds left in the half. Brady to Antonio Brown, 21-6 lead at the half. Tyrann Mathieu telling Brady it ain't over. While everybody was working for the weekend, the Chiefs were working to dig out of a 15-point hole. 21-9, third quarter. Bucks get behind their bruising running back Leonard Fournette. He was released by the Jaguars in August. 5 months later, a 27-yard touchdown, 28-9 Tampa. Mahomes had a chance to get into the end zone. He tried to force it into Travis Kelce. Devin White picked it off. That put the Bull on a 31-9 Tampa win. Brady wins his 7th Super Bowl ring, his 5th MVP. It's a Bucs first title since they beat the Raiders back in 2003.
I think we knew this was going to happen tonight, didn't we?
With all that you've done, where does this rank? Is this the crowning achievement?
I'm not putting any, making any comparisons. Being down here and experiencing it with this group of guys is, every year is amazing. And this team is world champions forever. You can't take it away from us.
He is amazing. Brady, named Super Bowl MVP, will get the headlines. But how about the Tampa Bay defense in the playoffs? They faced Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, and Patrick Mahomes. They beat them all. Truly amazing, Ken. And don't even mention the word retirement when it comes to Tom Brady.
No.
More in the tank, I think.
Not at all. The Raiders found a way. They found a way this year to beat up on Kansas City. And I'm wondering how much of that film that the Buccaneers studied today.
Raiders should have beat them twice on Monday Night Football as well.
All right, Dennis, thanks for that.
Still to come, the first report in our new series, Road to Recovery. Is there light at the end of the tunnel for victims of massive unemployment fraud? Tonight, a major bank responds.
And a whole lot of shaking going on in the South Bay tonight. Did you feel it?
Thank you for joining us for this special edition of the KPIX 5 News.
Yeah, Late Show. Stephen Colbert is coming up next, and we'll see you back here at 11 o'clock. Have a great night.